What's up, conscious breathers and infinite beings alike? So, I want to talk about uh, the breath and the connection with the whole paradigm and the whole saying, monkey see, monkey do. When I work with artists, there's, again, voice control is breath control. So, I love working with artists. And one of the main things I focus on is how are they utilizing the breath during their concerts. And one of the main things we get into is focus more so more so on the audience's noses rather than their faces, right? So when you focus more on their nose, it gives a whole different paradigm of thinking. And now we have, with this whole COVID thing, so we're probably going to see more people wearing masks, if anything. But beyond the nose, there is a different aspect of reality that really hits them when I get into it, beyond the nose and beyond focusing on other people's noses. And now they have to deal with that, especially when you're going to have concerts. What's a good way to dive in deep without another plus that I love working with artists is because if you're in the music industry, you're prone to, there's just many different influences, if you will, dealing with all that stress that the music industry gives you. And instead of going to recreational drugs and all that stuff, they went to the meditative route and breathwork. And so I'm blessed to just be part of that aspect where you don't have to dive deep into drugs, hardcore drugs. And they can live a healthier lifestyle in terms of mindset. So the breath is truly part of that. Again, voice control is breath control. So when you're utilizing the breath during a concert, you want to pay more focus onto the energy at hand, which is the breath, and giving into a certain void, if you will, even before you start singing. You want to see how the crowd is reacting. That is one of the main focuses that we focus on. And the type of breath pattern you want to implement with your music while playing according to the audience. And that is what Alchemy Breathwork focuses on too, in terms of perception of your environment and changing the perception of your environment, not changing the environment, but being in harmony with the environment, with the breath, so you can take on any type of stress. And that's what Alchemy Breathwork focuses on too. It's not just a session, again, it is utilizing the breath in everyday life. So thank you all for sharing the breath. Peace.
Really, the only thing I consistently do is like, I do my breathing. Like I try to do like a meditation before I go on. Yeah.
Are you good at meditating? Because I'm terrible at it.
Am I good at it?
Yes, because
It depends on, I don't know if I'm good. It works for me. You know what I mean? Like I have a
thing,
a style and a technique that I use for myself.
Like you make people get out, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Breathing.
Yeah. But what I do in the room before a show is different than what I do at home. You know what I mean? It's just like before the show, it's like, I just need 5 minutes if I can get it.
Yeah.
I'll take 10, but I'll take 3. I just got to do something to clear my head.
Some people probably call that prayer because it's like a form of prayer.
I do that
right?
too. I do that separately.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you could probably. Yeah, I do them separately. Actually do it at the end.
So wait, are you like? Because I've heard you say this, but so you like meditation has like become a thing, like a regular part of your life? Like you do it all the time?
No.
Oh.
This is. I think people think that, like, because I've had somebody talk to me, they're like, oh, man, they think that, like, I'm a big...
Right. Like, you meditated before this interview.
Yeah, I actually did.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, but even that is misleading. I do it when I get a little anxiety. You know what I mean? Or a lot of anxiety. When there's, like, a stressful situation. That's what I don't like about myself is, like, I want to become disciplined to where it is a part of my life every day. When things are like good or things are like a little stressful. So like I haven't done an interview in mad long. So like before I come up here, I'm feeling like I'm excited, but it's also like, oh, it's a little nerves. Like it would feel like before I go on a big show or something.
That's so surprising to me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because I would feel the same way on my side of this. So I'm driving here. I didn't expect to do this interview, so I'm not all the way as prepared as maybe I would have been had we planned this. So me, I had the same thing. Mine, I translate it to prayer or whatever. Maybe I don't call it meditation, but it's the same thing. It's like just make sure my intentions are good. Just make sure that somebody's walking with me. He's walking with me to whatever I'm doing, and then that's kind of like it. Then you kind of got to let it go. So it's probably a similar thing.
Well, to meditate, I do that. The prayer, I should have did that before this too, because it's just like a show where I basically state my intentions and like ask for like guidance. Like, yo, I know these words. These people paid hard-earned money to come to this show. Let me nail everything. Let me try things I haven't done before. That's a prayer. Like I'm asking for like guidance and like help in that area. The meditation for me is more like being present. I'm not trying to think anything. I'm not praying about anything. I'm just still observing. So if my mind is racing, and it might be nerves, or it might be there's a bill due, or it might be this is happening in the family, I'm noticing it, and I'm trying to
let it go.
Let it go, but also not fight it. Bring my attention back to like my breathing, something that's currently happening, the sound of that fan. I just listen and try to like focus on that. And what you'll notice is like my mind will start going to something else. Like, oh, my mom said something on the phone, boom, boom, boom. And I'll start thinking about that. And I might go on a 30-second trip on that thought. And then I catch it like, oh, look what just happened. It's fine. Let me bring my attention back to that fan. Something that's like present moment. And like, I want to become a person that does that every day. Not just when like I feel anxiety or I feel stress. Because I'm like, yo, I see what it does for me in those moments when like things are like stressful or like I'm feeling anxious. It settles me. It brings me like back to the current moment. I can't imagine what it would do for me
if you did it every day
on a Tuesday in the crib. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine. Like, I feel like
we gotta get there. You gotta get there. You inspire me. I just learned something from you just now, because I get anxiety about meditation because I do that. I travel, my brain starts, and then I get frustrated with myself, and I'm like, I can't do it.
Oh, like I'm doing this wrong.
I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah.
And then I get aggravated and frustrated, and then I don't want to do that again. And so I don't do it as much as I should. But giving yourself the like freedom to just kind of say, I got that. Okay, but let me. I'm gonna try it that way
like
next time.
It's supposed to be like when you start meditating, that's supposed to happen. All it's showing you is that, and all it's showing me and showing all of us is that like I'm not in control. I'm letting my mind like run the show, which is fine. I don't want that to happen for myself. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like a slave to my thoughts.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to, and I feel like that's how I've been living my life.
Yeah.
Being like a slave to like my thoughts. And 98% of my thoughts ain't even my thoughts. It's something I seen on Twitter, heard on TV, something my mom told me when I was younger, something somebody else said me. So these thoughts are like fears and worries or like just ideas from other people. And it's like, that stuff is controlling me.
Yeah.
In the meditation, and I'm talking about it as if I do this all the time.
No, but it still doesn't matter.
Okay,
it's
cool.
Somebody like me who only does it once in a blue moon and wants to. You're more advanced than me, so you get that.
So
you're like, already more advanced than me.
Cool. So like, if you catch yourself doing it again, just enjoy the fact that you can even recognize and that it's hard. Okay. Yeah, like, oh man, like this is hard for me. It's okay. Let me just bring it back.
Hey, my name is Harold. I'm an intuitive life coach and spiritual healer. And this morning I did a super powerful breathwork session with Devon, the Black Airbender. It was amazing. And even though I utilized the breath in my practice to guide clients to a meditative state, he took it to another level. I couldn't believe the amount of energy that was flowing through my body. Connection was super crystal clear. And I look forward to doing more work with him, as I know he has many more levels that he can take me. And Devon is an excellent teacher, very patient, very wise, and he walks you step by step through the process in a way that's easy to understand. So if you're on the fence about doing this work, then don't hesitate. Contact Devon now because you just won't be sorry. All right, thanks a lot.